Ever catch someone glancing your way, adjusting their hair, or laughing just a little too loud? Here's the deal. They might be trying to get your attention in this video. I'm breaking down 8 psychological signs women use to subtly but powerfully signal interest, and trust me, once you spot these, you'll never miss them again. From lingering glances to playful teasing, we're diving straight into these signs so you'll know exactly when she's trying to catch your eye. Let's start with the first one. The glance that lingers when a woman wants your attention. Her eyes are the first to betray her intentions. It's not just a look, it's a glance that stretches just a second too long. She doesn't just glance past you. She lets her gaze rest on you deliberately, like she's sizing up your vibe, the kicker. She'll break the eye contact first, but not before leaving you wondering, did that mean something? You're at a cafe scrolling on your phone. You glance up and there she is looking at you over her coffee mug. Her lips curl into a half smile just before she turns her attention to the window. Coincidence? Not likely. She's testing the waters, waiting for you to swim over. Evolutionary psychology suggests this behavior stems from a primal mating strategy. By engaging in this subtle game of catch me if you can, she signals availability without overt risk. Plus, it's just mysterious enough to make you curious, but it's not just her eyes doing the talking. Her body has a say too. Let's see what's next. 2. The magnetic body angles. Women have a way of pointing their interest without uttering a word. And no, we're not talking about hand gestures. If she's into you, her body will naturally orient itself toward you. Even in a crowded space, her toes, knees, or even shoulders will align, like you're the magnetic north. If she's standing, she might subtly lean toward you, as if you've got the juiciest secret in the room. You're at a networking event, sipping on your drink and chatting with a mutual friend. You notice she's standing nearby, her toes aimed at you like homing missiles. She doesn't join the conversation outright, but hangs close enough to make her presence impossible to ignore. The psychology here is all about subconscious alignment. Aligning her body with yours is an unconscious cue of attraction. It's primal, like birds puffing up their feathers to say, "Hey, I'm interested." Body alignment is one thing. But what happens when she takes it up a notch? Spoiler, she just might touch you. 3. The accidental touch. When she's trying to get your attention, she might accidentally brush her hand against yours or tap you lightly on the arm during a conversation. It's no coincidence, though. She's testing the waters, letting you feel a spark, literally. These touches are fleeting, just enough to get your attention, but not so much that they feel obvious at a bar. She's beside you ordering her drink. The place is packed, but when she turns, her hand grazes your forearm as she laughs at something. The bartender said you're left wondering if the contact was intentional or if you're reading too much into it. Spoiler, you're not. Research shows that physical touch releases is oxytocin, a bonding hormone. By initiating light contact, she's subtly signaling trust and interest while seeing how you'll respond. It's her way of saying, "Notice me," without saying it out loud. Touches are tempting, but what about when she takes the playful route to grab your attention? 4. Playful teasing. If she's making light-hearted jokes at your expense or finding creative ways to challenge you. It's G came on. She's not doing it to put you down. She's seeing if you can handle her wit and keep up with her energy. Think of it as flirtation wrapped in sarcasm. It's the adult version of pulling your pigtails in grade school. You're at a trivia night, and she's on the opposing team when you get a question wrong. She quips, "Wow." All that confidence for that answer. Her tone is playful, her eyes are sparkling, and there's a smirk daring you to rise to her level. According to studies, humor is a powerful aphrodisiac. When she teases you, she's testing your resilience and seeing if you can laugh at yourself, a trait that screams confidence. Plus, it sets the stage for playful banter, which is basically foreplay for the mind. She's cracked a joke at your expense. But what if she's not done? There's another move up her sleeve that's just as bold. 5. The lip bite signal. When a woman bites her lip, it's not because she's hungry, it's because she's trying to make you hungry. It's a subconscious way of drawing your attention to her mouth, a focal point for attraction. The motion, paired with fleeting eye contact, is designed to make you notice her in a visceral way. You're in line at a food truck. She's standing a few feet away, scrolling on her phone. Then she looks up at you and bites her lip while pretending to ponder her order. You catch her stealing a glance at you, mid-bite, subtle, seductive, and 100% intentional. Psychologically, the lips are a primal trigger. Studies in evolutionary biology reveal that movements emphasizing the mouth smiling, biting, or even pouting are universally recognized signals of attraction. Lip-biting adds just the right touch of suggestiveness to ignite curiosity if the lips are stealing the show. Wait until you see what happens when she lets her laughter lead the music. Charge 6. The loud, over-the-top pop laughter when she's trying to get your attention. She'll laugh louder, longer, and at things that aren't that funny. She's not just enjoying herself, she's making sure you know she's enjoying herself. The exaggerated laughter is meant to draw your gaze and signal, "Hey, look at me, I'm fun, I'm vibrant, and I'm worth noticing." You're sitting in a lounge with a group of friends across the room. A woman laughs so enthusiastically it turns heads, including yours as her eyes meet yours. Middle, she holds the gaze just long enough to let you know the show was partially for your benefit. Neuroscientists explain that laughter releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine, which makes it contagious and attractive. Women instinctively know that being the center of attention often starts with being the loudest source of joy in the room. Laughter is one thing, but what about when her entire vibe screams, "Approach me, let's explore her next move"? 7. The outfit adjustment game. She'll tug at her dress, adjust her neckline or straighten her skirt. Not because it's out of place, but because she knows you're watching. These tiny grooming gestures serve two purposes: to draw your attention and to signal that she's presenting herself in her best light. She's not just fixing her outfit, she's amplifying her allure. You're at a concert, and she's standing nearby, fixing her ponytail or readjusting her earrings. You catch her glance in your way. Right after the adjustment, coincidence? Hardly. She's priming herself to make an impression, even if it looks casual. In psychology, this is tied to the preying effect, a behavior observed across species to enhance attractiveness. It's a subtle non-verbal cue that says, "I'm aware of myself and of you," noticing me now that she's adjusted her look to catch your eye. Her next tactic might involve boldly stepping into your space. 8. The proximity drift. If she's into you, she'll find ways to get closer without making it obvious, whether it's standing a little closer in a crowded room or accidentally ending up beside you in line. She's using proximity as a way to create familiarity and build tension. The closer she gets, the harder it is to ignore her. You're at the grocery store, and she's browsing in the same aisle. A moment later, she's next to you pretending to examine the cereal boxes when you glance her way. She smiles and says, "Too many choices, right?" She's not lost in the cereal aisle. She's planting herself in your orbit. Social psychologists highlight the mere exposure effect, which shows that people feel more attracted to those they see frequently or up close by, bridging the physical gap. She's laying the groundwork for you to feel connected, even before a word is spoken. If you've ever missed the signals before, now's your chance to turn that around. Hit subscribe and never be caught clueless again. So tell me, have you noticed any of these signs before, or are you just realizing now she was trying to get your attention all along? Drop your story in the comments.